Hello everybody, today we are going to start with lesson 1 in unit 1. The title of our lesson is Treasure in the Attic. Today we are going to discover what is this precious treasure in the attic and what's the story of this treasure, what happened to this treasure. So let's discover together. First of all, this is an overlook just for the objectives that we have to cover. We are going to review the keywords, introduce the new theme, identify the genre of the text, practice comprehension sheet.
Standing tall. When are decisions hard to make? Making the right choice can be tough, whether it's picking players for your team or selecting a healthy snack instead of one you know isn't good for you. Starting a research project involves evaluating which source material is best for the topic. But perhaps the most challenging decisions of all are the ones that find us picking which direction to take in our lives.
A streetscape is, so a streetscape might be extensive, like huge in size or large. Okay, so extensive network means a large network of streets. Indecision. Look, they show us here in the picture a girl looking at some pieces of clothes, and as if she is hesitating. She doesn't know which one to choose. So let's read the sentence if we to just infer what do we mean by the word indecision. My indecision about what to wear makes me late some mornings. My indecision means hesitation. To do something with hesitation. You're not sure about something. You're always confused. Number 7, multitude. As you can see, also, there is a large amount of birds here. They saw a multitude of birds nearly covering the beach. So, large number, large amount, many, multi. Tentatively, as you can see, this man is just putting his foot in water as if he's putting it just to test or to check if the water is cold or hot, maybe. Let's see the sentence. In case the water was too cold, she tested it tentatively with her toes. It means tested it with maybe she was aware, she was afraid. Okay, that's what do we mean by tentatively. The general meaning we are just finding the meanings here through context. So the vocabulary words are benefactor, multitude, invader, entail, empathy, tentatively, and indecision, and finally extensive. So these are the words. We're going to start with benefactor, someone who gives gifts to help other or donations. Empathy, sharing the feelings and thoughts of others. Endeavor, serious effort or attempt to do something. Entail, involve as a necessary part of something. Extensive, great in size, amount or degree. Indecision, being unable to decide. Multitude, large number of objects or people. Tentatively, doing something with hesitation. And uncertainty means not being sure about doing something. Now we are going to start with the comprehension skill. Our comprehension skill is about facts and opinions. First of all, we are going to explain what do we mean by facts. Facts are statements that can be proven. Proven means they cannot be. So a fact can be proven and it cannot be changed. Okay, it's something that is real. Uh, examples example sentences like statistically women live longer than men. We can say that this is a fact because they use the word statistically, and this shows that this fact is based on a certain statistics done. Most buses weigh more than most cars. Also, this is true. There are 10 inches in a foot. This is false. As you can see, facts can be proven. They are real information. They cannot be changed. And you can prove that they are correct. Like, for example, if I said I was born on October 30, 1991. So this is true. So what do we use usually in order to prove that these are facts? We usually use dates, numbers, names of people, names of places. All of these might be used in order to show that this is a fact. What are opinions? Opinions cannot be proven, unlike facts. They can be argued. Opinions may be supported with facts. For example, if I said golf is boring, I may feel or think that golf is boring, but others may like this game. Okay? Pizza is delicious. I don't like pizza, while others think that pizza is a very delicious meal. So here it's based on your opinion, the way you think, the way you feel. Okay? And I cannot prove. It's not something real. It's something that can be argued and can be changed. Math is the hardest subject. Some people are very clever in math, and some people think that math is the hardest subject. So this is not something stable. It's not something common between all people. Okay? Everyone has a different opinion, while facts are common and can be proven, and they cannot be changed. Okay? Let's look at the practice exercise here. We are going to write down if each sentence is a fact or opinion. Of course, we're going to explain. The Family Guy is not appropriate to watch during school. This is an opinion because they are telling us it is not appropriate, and for me, maybe it's appropriate. So this is somebody's own opinion. So this is someone's own opinion. There are fewer panda bears in the world than grizzly bears. This is true because this is a fact, because they used names of bears. This is true. Okay, it is based on a certain maybe study or a certain statistics and so on. Drinking orange juice right after brushing your teeth tastes bad. Since they use tastes, it means it's based on someone's senses or feelings. So this is an opinion. It cannot be a fact. It's an opinion. Okay. Justin Bieber deserved to win the German Grammy for Best New Artist. Let's see, this is an opinion because some people don't like this singer and others like him. Chicken that has not been properly prepared and cooked may cause salmonella. Yes, this is true because they mentioned the name of a certain disease, so this is a fact. Super Mario is one of the greatest video game characters of all time. Since we used an adjective and we described this game character, this means that this is an opinion based on our Treasure in the Attic. Scene 1. The attic of Liz's house. Liz and Emma are kneeling. Emma: we'll never get through at all this stuff. Liz: we have to. I need $25 more for that new bike. My dad says we can sell at a yard sale anything we find up here. You can keep half of whatever we make. Emma: I know, I just didn't realize it would entail breathing in so much dust. Liz: I don't think anyone has looked at Grandpa's and Grandma's stuff since they moved to Florida. There's a multitude of treasures up here. Emma: Be on the lookout for a pair of pearl earrings. Grandma says. Great grandma forgot what she did with them. You're supposed to inherit them, since you're the oldest here among the grandkids. Liz: Wow, I hope they're worth a lot of money. Emma: If I had something great grandma, I'd never sell it. Liz: Wow, a diary! Listen to this. October 7, 1936. I feel such empathy for Anna Snow and her family. They may have to leave us to find work elsewhere. This terrible depression has bred such suffering for our neighbors. We are fortunate that Albert's income is not solely dependent on local business. My new endeavor is to be Anna's benefactor. If I gave her my pearl earrings, Anna could sell them to pay debts. She'd surely do the same for me. But can I? Albert would never approve if I gave away his wedding gift to me. Yet I must do it. It will be our secret, Anna's and mine. So that's what happened to Great-Grandma's earrings. Anna Snow must have been a wonderful friend. Could hers be the same family that owned Snow's General Store? Liz, let's go find out. So, as you can see, guys, the story or this play is about a certain treasure in the attic. They found something in the attic, which is the diary of their grandma, great-grandma. They were looking for her pearl earrings to sell them in order to have enough money to buy a new bike. But they couldn't find the earrings. They found a diary instead. In the diary, they found out that their grandmother gave these pearl earrings to her friend because her friend was in need for them. So now they are going to look for this friend, for their grandmother's friend, to find out where are the earrings, and of course sell them in order to buy the new bike. Let's see what's going to happen. Scene 2. Snow's General Store. Enter Liz and Emma. Mr. Snow: Good morning. May I help you, ladies? Emma: Mr. Snow, we were wondering if you might be related to Anna Snow. Mr. Snow: Yes, I'm her grandson. Why do you ask? Liz: We're trying to solve a mystery. Our great-grandmother Flossie Howard was a good friend of your grandmother's. She wrote about her in a diary she kept. So now they went to Snow's General Store to find out if the owner of this store is related to Anna Snow, their grandmother's friend. Mr. Snow: Flossie Howard, you say? That name rings a bell, but I can't quite place it. It means that he remembers this name, but he doesn't remember who told him about this name or what was the story of this person they are talking about. There were lots of Howards in town in those days. Liz: Well, thanks anyway. So Liz here is disappointed because she wanted to find the earrings in order to sell them to buy the new bike, but now she is disappointed. Mr. Snow, I do hope you solve your mystery. Scene 3. Liz's yard. This is the location or the setting. A few days later, the girls are setting items out the yard for sale as neighbors arrive. Emma, look, Liz, isn't that Mr. Snow from the store? I wonder what he's doing here. Mr. Snow, hello, girls. I think this might belong to you. He hands Liz a small yellowed envelope. Liz, for Flossie. Mr. Snow, I knew I heard that name somewhere. After you left, I found that envelope tucked away in the back of the store safe. Liz opens the envelope, finds a note and the pearl earrings. Dearest Flossie, I can't tell you how much I appreciate this gesture, but I can't accept this kindest of offers. The earrings are yours, and too lovely to part with. Mr. Snow, her brother Bert took charge of the store when she and Granddad left. In all the hubbub, I guess she forgot she stowed the earrings in the safe, and she never did come back. Liz, even so, they've been secure all these years. Thanks very much, Mr. Snow. Yard sale customer. So now, while Mr. Snow was giving them the yellow envelope, and when they opened it and found out that the earrings are inside the envelope, a customer in the yard asks about those earrings. So let's see what he tells them. Those earrings are lovely. Would you take $25 for them? So he wanted to buy them for $25. Liz, $25? I could get my new bike. So Liz was thinking about the bike only. She wasn't thinking about anything else. She was just thinking about the bike. Emma, but the earrings are family heirlooms. Heirlooms, it means from the families that say stuff, the things that remained from their grandparents, okay? And we don't even know what they're worth. So Emma is trying to convince Liz not to sell the earrings because Emma thinks that they worth more than $25. Liz to herself. Now Liz was talking to herself, was thinking to herself, seized with indecision. She was uncertain. She was not sure if she will sell the earrings or not. So now she is thinking, I'd really like the money for my bike, but maybe Emma's right. They are great grandma's earrings. To yard sale customer. Let's see, what did she tell the yard sale customer? She told him, sorry, ma'am, they're not for sale. To Emma, we should each keep one. So each one of the girls kept one earring with her. I'll earn money for the bike some other way. So now she started thinking about a new way to get money in order to buy the car other than selling the earrings. So, hey, I'll bet the basement could use an extensive cleaning out. So she thinks that she might find something to sell in the basement other than her grandmother's earrings. So as you can see, the girls were very confused about selling their grandma's earrings. At the end, they made the decision after after finding out that these earrings are very expensive, are very precious to them, not only expensive, and they are very precious. They are like just a memory from their grandmother. So they didn't sell the earrings anymore, and they kept them. So this is why we say sometimes that taking decisions is really confusing, is really hard, is really challenging. So sometimes you feel very confused to take the correct decision or the correct, let's say, direction. So these girls faced a certain challenge. They wanted to get a new bike by selling their grandmother's earrings, but at the end of the story, they decided to keep those earrings and find another way in order to buy their new bike. Okay, another skill that we're going to explain today is summarize. First of all, the first thing I want you to know is that summarizing is to write a smaller or a shorter version of the original text or story that you are reading. Okay, now how do we summarize? Here are 7 tips that I added for you in order to know how to summarize, and of course know the steps of how to summarize. First of all, make sure to include all the important information. So when you summarize, you have to include only the most important information in a paragraph or in a story or in a text. Okay? Leave out information that might be interesting but not important, extra supporting details or descriptions. So all of the extra supporting details, extra descriptions, everything which is explaining, you should leave it out. You should just include the important ideas or important information. Number 3, put the details in the same order in which they appear in the text. Okay, so if you are summarizing a story, start please with the beginning, then middle, then end. If you are summarizing a certain process, start with first, second, then finally. Okay, so you have to follow the same order that took place in the story or in the paragraph. Number 4, don't repeat information, even if it's repeated in the. So even if the information is repeated in the text, in the original text, do not repeat it when you are summarizing. Number 5, use key vocabulary from the text when you can, because these keywords are very important. They just make the meaning of the text. They form the text, so you have to use the same key vocabulary. Number 6, combine ideas or events that go together. Try to combine ideas. Try to combine sentences that go together to have a shorter form, of course, using transitional words. The last tip is use category words instead of lists of words, like vegetables instead of carrots, beans, and corn. Okay, you can say, for example, instead of Sally, Ali, Muhammad, you can use grade 7 students. Or for example, instead of saying English, Arabic, maths, and biology, you can say school subjects. Okay, so you can use category words instead of list words, just to make also the summary shorter than the original text or book that you are summarizing. Now we'll move to the genre of the text. Genre here is drama. And so the story that we have read, Treasure in the Attic, is a play, a work to perform on stage. So you can perform or act this play on stage. It is written as lines of dialogue. So there's a dialogue characters are talking to each other, they are having a dialogue. Has stage directions to indicate setting and actions. So as you have seen, like when they wrote between brackets, laughing, coughing, okay, these are actions to show. May have long sections like act and short sections like scenes, like the ones that we had here in the story, scene 1, scene 2, and scene 3. So this is what do we mean by drama. Of course, you're going to have a related exercise in the worksheet concerning this. Now we have reached to the last slide. You have here 2 questions related to the lesson. You have to answer them, of course, referring to the lesson. The first question says, why did Liz and Emma search for their great-grandma's earrings? Of course, we have mentioned that they searched for these earrings because they wanted to sell them for $25 in order to get a new bike. Number 2, what did Mr. Snow mean when he said that name rings a bell, but I can't quite place it? He means that he remembers this name and he knows maybe this person, but he can't remember a lot about this person or the name that he heard about. You can see the answers here. Liz and Emma searched for their great-grandma's earrings to sell them since Liz needed $25 more to get the new bike. Mr. Snow meant that he had heard this name before, but he couldn't exactly remember who told him about it. Of course, there is the second part of the worksheet is you have to do it. You have to solve the second part of the worksheet. Of course, referring to the text. If you don't have the book, please go back to the lecture. You can find the text. You can find the whole selection in the lecture, of course, to find the answers. And of course, I'm waiting for all of you in the Zoom live session to explain more about the story. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.